Hello my loves, welcome to another speed build. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and this is a little bit of a longer video, so get cozy and let's hang out for a little bit. So as you can see, the beginning of this video is kind of cut off a little bit. I'm really not sure what happened in the beginning of this clip. It was there the first time I tried to do my voiceover, and then when I came back to redo it, the beginning of the clip was gone, and I'm really not sure what happened there. But as you can see, this shape is kind of coming together, and I think it turned out really cute. This little bit on the right side, the front bump out, was originally going to be a garage. That was my idea when I first started, but then the house came out a little bit smaller than I thought, and then on top of that, it just wasn't looking the way I wanted it to, and I really wanted like a brick foundation, but it wasn't looking right in the front. I was ending up using platforms, and then I just couldn't, it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. So the front that you'll see starts out as a garage does end up being the kitchen, and I think it turns out beautiful. Yeah, see, you can see here, I started with it being a garage, and so then when I started on the porches, they were on a platform, and it just wasn't looking right. I wasn't happy with it, so we do end up having it on a foundation, sorry. It ends up being on a foundation, but I really like the way it looks. I like the brick foundation with the brick pillars, and we end up with brick wallpaper on the bottom floor, and it just turns out really cute and really pretty, and I really like it. And then this ends up being like a little balcony off of the parents' room, and see, here's where I'm like, oh, the foundation is not going to work if I want a garage. I'd have to, you know, finagle it, and it's not working. So then I was like, okay, I'll just put it up on a higher wall height and use platforms, and then that didn't look right, and so I just struggled for a little bit with what to do with it, and you'll see in the end that we end up just using a foundation. And I went through a lot of work to get it to be platforms, and then I just wasn't happy with it, so we do end up with just a regular foundation instead of all these platforms. But I do think I cut all of that out here in a minute and just make it more concise and kind of work better. Here is the brick that we end up with on the bottom because it matches everything and it just looks so pretty. And then we end up with like a creamy paneling on the top floor. So to give you a little information about this build, it is for a set of parents or guardians, and then 2 twin teens. And I've spent the last week since I built this working on if it was going to be twin teens or teen twins, and I honestly don't remember which one I went with. The title of the video in my editing software is Teen Twins, but I think I put Twin Teens on the thumbnail. So you know what? You know, and I don't know right now, but it was kind of a toss-up on which one we went with. And I did cut out all of my struggles with the roof color. I changed it probably about 20 times. I just could not decide the roof color, the roof trim. I couldn't figure it out. Here I'm messing with these windows, but they just didn't look quite right. So I ended up going with some base game windows with some shutters on them, just, you know, the typical ones everyone uses because they're so pretty and so perfect. And we do change them so that the shutters are black, and I think it looks really nice. But so it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, and well, 1.5 bath technically. And it comes in at 96,256 simoleons. And I built it, as you can see, on Hillside, Highlands in Newcrest. And I love the way that the roof of this balcony comes out. I placed down some fencing and the new awnings from the new kit, which is still free, by the way, till October 17th. So if you have The Sims 4, go download the pack. This door here ends up leading to the dining room, and it comes out really, really pretty with a couple chairs in there, a bookshelf, lots of seats, and I really like how it came out. As you can see, I did cut out the floor plan because it took me too long, and I didn't want to watch it, so I figured you wouldn't want to watch it. Let me know if you actually want to see my floor planning though, and I can leave it in sometimes, but I didn't think it was necessary in this one because it just took so long because I couldn't figure out where to put the stairs. I wanted 3 bedrooms, and it took me a minute. So I also end up erasing this strand paint and redoing it just to kind of make it smoother, and I really like the way it came out. Right here we end up making a little flower arranging yard, just a tiny little one off the side porch, just to kind of fence it off a little more. We ended some planters and a flower arranging table, and I think that one of the parents of this house really likes flowers. I think maybe they'd be a florist if we had that, and I really like it. We do get a pool in the backyard, and I'll explain the weird thing that happens in the backyard whenever we get to that moment. I did use some base game plants, and I really like how it came out. I think it turned out really pretty. I like the lavender bushes and the couple of different bushes that I used, and just the typical style of landscaping is what we went with, and I think it turned out really pretty. The front door is from Discovery University, and it's probably the best door in the game. It's so pretty. It's so perfect. I do end up with smaller trees than I normally would use because I was trying to do a little bit of different things with the trees than I normally would do. And then we get some bushes here because it looked kind of empty, and some flower boxes. I'm not sure when we add those. But they do get placed on all the windows, and I think it looks really pretty. Here we're adding some more bushes to the back, and then a little couple of patches of grass, and I think it looks really pretty. And then we do get a pool over here in this little nook of the yard, and I really like it. I do really like it. So a little bit in this video you will see me struggling with camera movement. I cut out a lot of it, but I am really trying to finally teach myself how to use the Sims 4 camera, because I know it's so much better than the Sims 3 camera. You get better angles, you can move objects more freely. But like I said in a previous video, I did learn how to play The Sims 4 on the Sims 4 camera, so I struggle a little bit. So here is where the weird thing happens, and this is... okay, as you can see, we're getting a sand pit with some kid stuff in it. And as you heard in the beginning of the video and on the thumbnail and in the title, this is for teens. This house is for 2 teen kids. So this sand pit doesn't make a lot of sense. And originally I was just going to be like, I think that these teens just aged up, and so that's why this pit is still here. But then going back and looking at the way the teen room came out, it doesn't look like that, because the rooms are very teen oriented, and I feel like if they had just become teens, their rooms would be a little more kiddish, you know, like a little more childish, but they're like mature teen rooms, and it doesn't make sense. So maybe this family is leaving the stuff here from when the teens were kids because maybe the parents really want another kid or are thinking about adopting a kid or something. So we get a cute little kid area here with a toy box and some toys and a dollhouse, which does not make a lot of sense for the fact that it's a house for 2 teens. But you know what? It looks cute, so I just left it. Maybe you have a storyline. If you have a storyline in your mind for why they kept the kids space outside, let me know what you're thinking. You guys have a lot of really good ideas for this game. We do end up, like I said, the flower arranging table here, and I do end up changing the pool trim because although it looks really beautiful, it was coming really far underneath the fence right here, and I just didn't think it looked good. It was really bothering me. So I end up changing it to the normal pool trim because I think it looks a little better. And then here I add a telescope and some more greenery right here because I couldn't figure out what to put in this spot. But I think it looks really cute, so it works. And yeah, I think it's cute. If you have any ideas for the parents in this house, I really didn't give them that much personality. I don't really know what they like aside from flower arranging and like a little bit of gardening. I'm really not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. We do also get a couple of bikes over here that I thought that the kids would use or the teens would use. Maybe they take them to school every day. But they're really cute. And then we get a little bench up here and a rug, and I think that's about it for the exterior for right now. I think we're gonna go inside in just a second and you'll get to see like the floor plan. We had a couple of lights here and then we move on to the inside, I believe. So I did want to ask, do any of you play Slime Rancher? And have you seen that early access for Slime Rancher 2 is out? Because I'm so excited. I love that game so much. It got me through a really hard time in my life and I played it all the time. And I still really love it. It's one of my go-to games that I play. I go to it when I need something cozy to play. And I really want to play Slime Rancher 2, so hopefully I'll be able to get that soon. If you got it, let me know. How is it? No spoilers for like stuff, but like, how is it? The little bunny slimes are so cute. I'm so excited for that game. I think it's such an incredible and beautiful game, and there's nothing I don't like about it. I love every single thing. So now we're on to the interior, and here is where like I said, the kitchen is. We end up with a tiled floor and a couple tiled walls and this like beige wallpaper. And then we use these base game counters because I thought that they really fit the suburban style really nicely that I was going for. And then we do get a dining table in here. I started off with 2 chairs and then we end up with 3 chairs. But at the end, I do add a 4th chair off camera because, like I said, there's 4 parents? There's 4 parents in this house. There's 4 Sims in this house. And so we really needed 4 chairs so that they could all fit. So there is 4 chairs in the end, so they can all sit there, and I did play test and they can walk around all the chairs. I tested this entire house and it works for me, but if there's something that doesn't work for you, please let me know so that I can double check it next time. But I know that sometimes things work for some people, but then not for others, which I think is kind of annoying, but I think it's okay. I think that, you know, if something doesn't work, you can scooch it over. We get a single shelf above the sink, and as you saw a minute ago, I did try to center the sink with the wall because I thought it would look nice, but I didn't like the way the counters were clipping, so we leave it here, and then we get some clutter on the counters. And then here I put some dog treats. So originally I thought that they would have a dog. We get some dog treats. There's a dog statue above the bowls in the living room and a dog calendar. But then at the end I realized that they don't have a bathtub in this house. So the first floor bathroom has a sink and a toilet and a litter box. And then the second one has a sink, a toilet, and a shower because there just wasn't space for a full bathroom. So they don't have a tub. So what I was thinking is that maybe the kids or the teens really want a husky, but the parents are like, it doesn't make sense here. We don't have a lot of space for them to run. We don't have a tub to like bathe the dog. So I think that maybe they are telling them that they can't right now. But, and you know, to make them happy, they did get them a cat. So there is a cat tree in the living room and a litter box in the downstairs bathroom. and I think it turns out really cute. I hate using tiny trash cans in the kitchen because I just feel like realistically it doesn't make sense to me, and I know it's The Sims, so it doesn't have to make sense, they all work, but it just fits, so I use the little one. Now we're into the living room. We're going to be using this Parenthood couch, which I love. I think it's so beautiful and such a good couch, and I love these colors. And then we use the Tiny Living love seat. And then over here we're going to get some some cabinets, and a TV. And I was going to put another cabinet, but it didn't fit. But we get a TV and a bunch of books and a little shelf over here to the left with a mirror above it. And then I do end up getting distracted halfway through decorating the living room, and we go do another part of the house. See, this is where I thought they would have a dog, but they do have a cat, and I think they want a dog, but they don't have the space. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think would happen? Here I'm using the Jungle Adventure cabinet again because it's just such a nice size and so pretty. And then here I'm using the red shelf, which I haven't explained in any of my videos, but I know that you all know what it is. If you don't know, this is called the OMSP shelf, and it's made by a CC creator, and it has so many slots on it, and you can place it wherever you want, and it just allows you to place clutter objects more precisely on shelves, because you can kind of put it on and move it off and place it at whatever level you want. And it's just really good. It's a builder's best friend. So here is where I put the dog stuff down, thinking that they had a husky, before I realized that there's just not space in this house for a big dog. Maybe they get a tiny dog eventually, or maybe they have a tiny dog and they could just, you know, in real life they could just wash the tiny dog in the sink or something. So here I put a little ottoman. I thought they could sit down and put their shoes on. I thought maybe they store some stuff under this ottoman. That's why I chose this one, so it would have some storage. And then I put these sconces everywhere because they're stunning. They're from Cottage Living and they're so pretty. And then we get a backpack and we get a couple little plants, a little plant object on top of this ottoman. And then see, you could tell that I just half decorated the living room and forgot about the other side. So it's a little empty, but we do go back and fix it in a minute. We get a little dresser over here with a lamp, I believe, and I don't remember what we put above it. Maybe just a painting of some kind? What do we put above it? Oh, this little map. I feel like it works. I feel like it's a little big, but it's cute. And then we get some mail and a plant, I think, on this little dresser, and it's really, really cute. So this video I'm planning to go up on Saturday because that's when I upload, and then I might have an extra video out on Sunday that's gonna be really cool. My husband, last time I did a voiceover, he suggested he do the voiceover and he was joking. But what I did is I recorded a video for him to voice over. It's just a cute little room build. It's really short, because he wanted to do a voiceover. But I think it's going to be really funny. I don't think he watches these videos or listens to them, so I think I could tell you that it's going to be funny. He's going to think that he is pulling a prank on me, but I'm pulling a prank on him. So keep a lookout for my husband does my voiceover video. It should be out on Sunday. Hopefully he has time on Saturday on his day off to do it. Here is where I realized that I did not finish decorating the living room. There's no rug, there's no cabinets, there's no decorations. So we go back and we fix that. They did end up getting a cat, partly because I needed something to put in that corner. And the cat tree just made the most sense to me. So that's why there's a cat. Here I do end up cutting out a little bit because I was struggling with the camera, and then I was struggling with picking a coffee table, and I end up using this one, which you'll realize I use a lot. It's my favorite coffee table. It's beautiful, it fits nicely, it has good colors, and I just really like it. and the magic plant in the corner from Dine Out that we all love. Here I thought I was going to put a giant dining table, but then I realized it just does not fit right. It was just gonna take up too much space, so we do get a 4-seater dining table. I think we use this one from Cats and Dogs, and then I don't remember what chairs we use. The Cats and Dogs chairs. Do we end up with 6 chairs? We really only need 4. Maybe they invite their grandparents over sometimes. That's fine. And then we get I do start out with the laundry day shelf behind the chairs, and I think it looks beautiful, but it just took up too much space. Okay, the windows on the back of this house are realistic because in real life, houses have weird windows, especially like big houses. The windows are placed weird. But I really wanted them to be centered in this dining room, and that was more important to me than them being centered on the wall outside. So that's why they look like that. And I thought I was gonna put this plant shelf up here, but 1, it was too modern, and 2, it was too big. But I thought that the Jungle Adventure china cabinet just fits so nicely. And then we get a couple of chairs over here from Paranormal. We just used the white swatch, I believe, and we get 2 of them because they look nice, and then the laundry day shelf, I believe, underneath, and a mirror. Pretty sure I put a mirror. I love mirrors in The Sims. They add something without adding like too much. Like sometimes paintings add too much, but I don't have mirrors in my house, so I don't know that it's really realistic to have a mirror everywhere, but I think it looks nice. So here we get the Cats and Dog bookshelf because it fits really nicely, and then we put this candle on there, and I know in real life you would not put a candle there because it would like affect the bookcase, but it'll look cute, so I left it. And we get a couple of clutter items like a fruit bowl and a lamp over here, and all in all, I think that the dining room turned out really nicely, and it looks really cute. And then here is the half bath. It's just a sink, a toilet, a mirror, and a litter box. We do get the little tray litter box. It's just a plain litter box because it's the smallest one, so it fit the best in this small space, and my sim was able to walk around it and the cat was able to use it, so I think that it fits really nicely. I like that the whole bathroom is not tiled because in real life, how often our bathroom is completely tiled, especially half baths? Just like not that often. I know mine is only tiled in the shower, so I think it made sense. So we get this really gorgeous sink, and then I think I do add toilet paper later, and we get a little, do I change the color of that? Because I don't like the red. I don't think it doesn't, nothing else in this house is red except the exterior brick. I don't know why I did that. And then I think we're moving on upstairs. We're gonna do this little hallway real quick, which we just get a plant and a stool and this little table. And then here I'm just messing around with the doors to make them make more sense and to be able to fit something in this corner. And then I add a few more sconces because I forgot I was placing them. So I went back and added a couple more. And then this door to the left is going to be the parents' room. The door right in the middle of the screen right now is going to be the bathroom. And then the blue and purple rooms are the 2 teen rooms, which turned out so cute, and I really love them. You could easily add a couple kids' toys and have them be rooms for kids though. They ended up being rooms for teens, which I feel like teen kid rooms would make more sense, especially with the sandbox outside. But you know what? It's beautiful. I like it. I did struggle for a minute with picking a bed in the parents' room because I wanted it to match the downstairs and be cohesive, but none of the beds made sense to me. We ended up going with this one from Dream Home Decorator because I liked the color of the covers, and I thought that the parents would too. And then we used these side tables and the matching dresser from High School Years, and I don't remember what Dream Home Decorator rug. That's what we ended up with. And then they end up having a couple plants, some bookshelves, a mirror, and a little couch in the room. And I think it turned out so cute, and I like it. I do like it. Again, if you have any personality ideas for these parents, let me know. What do you think their jobs are? I know one of them is a florist. I think they maybe dream of owning their own flower shop. And I think that maybe it's the dad that wants to own his own flower shop. And then I don't know what the other parent, it could be another dad or it could be the mom. I'm not really sure. If you have any ideas, let me know. Sorry for that little weird clicking. I kept hitting the wrong button on my keyboard. I do think that this bedroom turns out cute. It doesn't really have a lot of personality. I just didn't have any ideas. And I struggled a little bit with the corners of this room. And they just get a plant in each corner, which looks it looks okay. I'm not super thrilled, but you know what? It works, you know? Over here, we do get these little bookshelves. I put some clutter on them, and then they get a cute little shoe wall over here. So I think maybe either one of the parents really likes shoes, or they just needed shoe storage or something. But we do put a bunch of shoes over here between the bookcase and the wall just to fill in that space, and I think it works. I think it's really cute. And then we do decorate the porches at the end of the video, and they get a little 4-seater dining table on their porch and a couch, and it looks really cute. Here, as you can see, is all the shoes, just a whole bunch of shoes. I think it works really well. I think it's really cute. Do I put something over the shoes, or is that wall space just blank? I should put a sconce there. A sconce would have looked really cute above that and would have taken up space. Do I not put anything above that? I do. What do I put? A mirror! My favorite mirror. That's just my favorite mirror. It's so good. Here I did put half of this room up once on a platform because the Discovery University door was clipping a little bit. But I did play test this room and it works perfectly fine. So this teen, I think, likes soccer. I think that they are a very mellow sim. I think that they're probably an introvert and they like their own space. They're not like super outgoing or anything. I think that they are just reserved. But they like soccer. They have a soccer lamp. I do add a soccer ball off screen because it just needed a soccer ball to make sense. We get a little shelf at the foot of the bed that I think looks really cute. It's kind of put it into the platform a little bit so it like fits really nicely, and they get a TV and a gaming console because I think that they like to play games with their sibling, but they have a laptop and their sibling has like a bigger computer. But I think that this teen wanted like a TV so they could watch stuff more comfortably than they could with a laptop or like a computer. We get some art on the walls and some clutter on the dresser. And yeah, I think this room turned out nicely. I think it's really cute. And then we get something, I think the little like fake calendar decoration on the wall and some clothes on the floor. I feel like they got home from soccer and took a shower and then just threw their clothes on the floor. Like they were just like, I can't be bothered to put these where they go. I'm just gonna put them on the floor. I'm not doing it yet. I'm too tired. Soccer was exhausting. I'm putting it on the floor. I don't care. And then I think I do the bathroom off camera. I think I already did I already do the bathroom? I don't remember. I think I did it off camera though because it was such a small space. And like I said, I used the Sims 4 camera more than the Sims 3 camera, so I couldn't really angle it well, and it just looked kind of strange. So I think see, it's already decorated. And then we get these really pretty curtains with the designs on them because I felt like the room, like I said, was really mellow and they just needed something else. See, they're really sporty. They have like these skateboards and they like soccer, and then we get a lamp, and then I think we move on to the second teen's room and a little flower rug. And then we move on to the second teen's room, which ends up being purple and blue. and they have a desk with a big computer on it that I think that they saved up for themselves. I think they do have I think they both have part-time jobs. I think their parents, you know, said, we'll buy you the necessities, obviously. We'll buy you whatever you want and need. But anything you need that's not a necessity, you need to get a job and buy yourself. So they got a job and bought their own computer. And I wonder what they do. What do you think they're like a barista, maybe? I think that they would like coffee, because I feel like this second teen is very energetic. I feel like they're very personable, very extroverted. They're the one that just talks all the time, and they're just very personable. They're both really good kids and really sweet and just wonderful kids, or teens. But I feel like this one's a little more extroverted and the other one's a little more introverted. I feel like this one, you know, stands up for their sister a lot. This is the big computer that I think they saved up for, because I think that they wanted to maybe start streaming. I don't know. I just feel like they're very opposite, but they're best friends. Like, they get along really well. They want to spend all their time together. This one probably goes to every single soccer game that their sister has. Every single one. And just is so proud of each other. I really like the swatch of the rug we end up with. It just, look, it kind of like blends everything so nicely. And then I do think I forget to clutter up the dresser and go back to it later. Yeah, I have these books and then some posters, I think, above. What do I add above this? I don't remember. Oh, this really cute little flower art. And then we're going to decorate the porches. And then we're going to go back in and add a little bit more clutter to the second teen's room. And then we do get a chess table on the lower balcony. And then here is that table from the little campers kit. And we get a cute little rug underneath it. And I think it turns out really cute. I think maybe we get the new grill on the bottom balcony porch. But I'm really not sure. I don't really remember what ends up down here other than a chess table. I think we get a grill. I really don't remember. Your guess is as good as mine. And you haven't watched this yet, so you don't know. Grill, right? Yeah, the new grill. It just fits so nicely and it's so cute. And then we do the front porch and a little bit of clutter upstairs. I don't know if I added. And then that's it for this video. I'm really proud of myself for recording this entire voiceover. I really thought it was going to be a lot harder, but I found that I had a lot to talk about this build. And then we get a little pool clutter, a little pool ladder, and some lights and a floaty. And then the last couple things I mentioned about the teen's room, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you are doing really well. I love you guys so much. My social media is at the end of the video and in the description. If you would like to follow me, I post sneak peeks and other kind of stuff and content on disability and life as a disabled person and just a lot of gaming content. So follow me there if you want. The screenshots at the end of the video, I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys so much. Have a great week. You're doing amazing and I'm proud of you. Bye guys!